Hello Year 4, welcome back. I hope you are ready for our final week on time. Just to let you know that this week the videos are going to work slightly different because I will be going through some questions, setting you a short task, and then Miss Rickson will be going through some Fluent and 5 problems for you, and you can find that at the end of this video clip. Okay, so our focus for the whole of this week is going to be applying our knowledge of time to solving problems. So we're going to start off today by just having a quick look at 2 worded problems with time. So I've got Mr. Maple here, and he is a juggler. He spends 45 minutes performing each show. He is paid £90 an hour. On Saturday, he performed 8 shows. Okay, and then I've got an A and a B, so that tells me that this is a 2-step problem. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is just underline the important information, which will help me answer A and B here. So I know that 45 minutes is going to be useful and £90 an hour. Okay, and then also on Saturday performing 8 shows. Okay, so if I have a look at A, it asks me, how many hours did Mr. Maple spend performing 8 shows? Okay, so I know that each show, so one show was 45 minutes long. So for me to work out how long he spent performing when completing 8 shows, okay, I know that I'm going to need to do 45 minutes times by 8, okay? And I can use my formal multiplication method to help me solve this calculation. Okay, so I'm going to do that over here. So I'm going to set it out just like we did in week 3. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my ones. I'm going to do 5 ones times by 8, which is 40. Okay, my 40 ones, I'm going to regroup them, okay, for 4 tens. So I'm going to put that underneath. And then I've got 4 tens times by 8, which will be 32 tens. Add on my 4 tens is 36 tens, giving me the answer of 360. Okay, putting that back into my question, so it'll be 360 minutes. Okay, obviously I know that that's more than an hour, so I can convert 360 minutes now into hours. So I know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, so then I can just use my 6 times table and count up. So I've got 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360. So I know that 360 minutes is the same as 6 hours. Okay, so that tells me that he spends 6 hours performing 8 shows. B, how much did Mr. Maple earn performing 8 shows? Okay, so one show I know was £90. So for 8 shows, I'm going to need to do £90 times by 8. Okay, and I can use my 9 times table to help me here. So what I can do is I know that 9 times 8 is 72. Okay, so therefore I then know that 90 times 8 is 720. So that means that he earned £720 performing 8 shows. Okay, so now that I've gone through a problem, I'm going to be setting you 3 short problems for you to complete today. You can find a copy of this on the Learning PowerPoint as well. Okay, continue watching for Miss Rickson's Fluent in 5.
Hi Year 4, welcome to today's Fluent in 5. So what we are going to do, as we would do normally, there are 4 questions that you're going to have a go at answering. You've got 5 minutes to do it. You might want to set yourself an online timer. I know in my class that was a source of much entertainment. So you've got 4 questions, A, B, C and D. You will notice that 2 of them have got an orange triangle. That means that we'd like you to try a mental method, so to do it in your head. And some of them have got a purple square, so we'd like you to try a written method. So if you want to have a go, please pause the video, set yourself a timer. You can do it on your clock at home or online and have a go. So So hopefully you had a go at that. Let's now go through the answers. So question A is 300 divided by 5. Now we've got an orange triangle by that one, so that means we'd like you to have a go at a mental method. So the approach I would take to this, actually 300 is a fairly big number, so I'm going to use a division factor I already know. So I know that 30 divided by 5 would equal 6, and 300 is just 10 times bigger than 30, so my answer is going to be 10 times bigger. So 6 10 times bigger is 60. Now, if you don't know how to work out if a number is 10 times bigger, what you could do is draw yourself a place value grid like this. So when we make a number 10 times bigger, we move it one space in to the left. So I know that 30 divided by 5 was 6. So 6 is in my ones column. I'm going to move it one space to the left. So I've got the 6 digit moves into my tens column, and I must remember to put a 0 in my ones column to act as a placeholder. So 6 times 10 would be 60. So B, we've got, we want you to try and use a written method. So I will write it out on the A-frame over here.
Might need a better pen, Miss Vixen, that one's not very clear.
Do I? Let's try. See if this is any better. So 2,384. Add 5,313. So we've got 4 ones add 3 ones is 7 ones. 8 tens add 1 10 is 9 tens. 300s add 300s is 600s. And then 2,000 add 5,000 is 7,000. So let's check if our answer is 7,697. Correct. So C, again, we'd like to have a go at this mentally. So 400 times 6. Now, just as we did with up here using a division fact that we already knew, again, I'm going to use a multiplication fact that we already know, and that is 4 times 6 is 24. So if I was to make that 10 times bigger, I'd know that 40 times 6 would be 240. Now you might be able to notice a pattern here. So 400 times 6 would be 2,400. And then D, we've got another written method, so 56 times 5. So 56. I'm making sure to line up my 5 under my 6 because they are both in my ones column. So 6 times 5 would be 30. So I'm going to regroup my 31s for 3 tens. That leaves me with 0 ones remaining. I've got 5 tens times 5 tens is 25 tens. Add my 3 is 28 tens. So I'm going to regroup 20 of those for 200s. That would leave me with 8 tens. And then I haven't got any hundreds to multiply, so I just need to make sure I write my 200s in there. So the product of 56 times 5 should hopefully be 280. So I hope you all managed to have a go at that. Check back tomorrow where we'll be doing another lot of Fluent in 5.